Impressionism was one of the first of the great modern movements in art. Renoir and Monet were some of the most influential artists of that time period. Their art reflected light, had a sense of movement. It even started using color theory and optical illusions. Academic traditions usually focused on very dark tones, photorealistic paintings with great detail. Their subject matters were inspired from ancient Greek and Roman art. They used history, idealized figures. The Impressionist artists focused a lot on bright colors. Their pictures were large. They used everyday, casual settings and landscapes. This landscape follows the traditions of the Academy, where the colors were pretty dark. If you notice, the picture's kind of framed with the dark exterior, and your focus kind of is drawn into the water, where this painting with the Impressionist style uses bright colors, and the setting kind of goes off the page and leaves more room for your imagination. It took a long time for the Impressionist artist to become successful with their new ideas of painting. The Impressionist artist's persistence paid off. It opened doors for other art movements to develop. One of those smaller art movements was Pointillism. And George Seurat created the painting A Sunday on Le Grand Jeté in 1884 with little dots. It's a very large painting. It took him a really long time to paint it, but instead of like mixing purple and applying it to the painting, he would put a dot of red and a dot of blue next to each other, and when you stood back from it, it created an optical illusion. So I'm going to challenge you to paint in the style of the Impressionist artist, and maybe not necessarily just paint, but draw as well, where you put spots of color all over the paper in a very loose fashion. You have to kind of relax and don't be afraid to mess up. This is very hard for those who are perfectionists, but I think it's a good activity and exercise to help you loosen up a little bit and try to see things in a broader perspective and not focus so much on the details.